We've heard about a gold rush in Yukon, but now a platinum rush. My next guest is the CEO of Wellgreen Platinum. They're looking to become a producer of the metal in Canada's Yukon. Joining me today is Greg Johnson. Greg, good to have you back on Kitco News.
Yeah, we have some new exciting developments for the company. New news out today, drilling on our Wellgreen Platinum project up in the Yukon.
Yes, so you're looking to become a producer of platinum in Yukon, which is not really common territory for the metal. But first, let's talk about the results that came out today.
Yeah, so we've been systematically drilling over the last field season, starting on the eastern end of our deposit, marching across the system from the far east to the east. And most recently, the last two news releases have been the east zone, the central zone, and today we released results from the west zone. We've now continuously tracked mineralization over 1.4 kilometers. We're seeing some very interesting wide zones, hundreds of meters of several grams of platinum equivalent. The highlight in today's release was 370 meters at 2.79 grams per ton, with an interval in the bottom of that ended in high-grade mineralization that was running 4 grams over 140 meters. So we're quite excited about that.
So, Greg, when can we expect production to begin?
In terms of production, we are a development stage company, so we're still a couple of years out. We expect to be starting feasibility work on the project next year and targeting initial production probably in 2017 or 2018, depending on timing of completion of feasibility and permits. So we're a relatively near-term story in terms of production, a few years out, but we do, have some development work to continue at this point.
So, Greg, obviously the Yukon is known for having gold and copper. So how did you get news that there could be significant platinum here?
Well, this is an area that's had kind of exploration work going on since the 1950s. It was recognized that this particular part of the Yukon, which is more well known for, the Yukon is well known for gold and copper gold, but this particular area of the Yukon, which is in the southwestern corner, has a belt that's several hundred kilometers long that has a number of platinum, nickel, copper occurrences in it. Historically, the work by some of the majors in this area was looking at high-grade occurrences, narrow, deep underground targets, and Wellgreen itself was mined in the 1970s as a low-throughput, high-tonnage underground mine. The difference in terms of perspective, our approach today is really looking at this as a bulk mineable target, and we're recognizing for the first time that this system is like a porphyry scale platinum, palladium, gold, nickel, and copper deposit. And so we're looking at an opportunity here for something that has significant tonnage potential as an open pit, low-cost operation.
So let's talk about the strikes that are occurring right now in South Africa. South Africa being the primary producer, the world's largest producer of platinum. They're saying this strike could be the largest post-apartheid. What could this mean for the Yukon?
Well, South Africa is the largest producer of platinum and palladium in the world. You've got in Southern Africa plus Russia about 90% of the world's production coming out of South Africa and Russia. And so this is really significant developments down there. These are long-term issues. They're mining deep underground in the South African mines. It's labor intensive. So the labor unrest is going to be very significant for the sector. Many of those producers, which represent as much as half of the world's platinum, have been stockpiling production as a hedge against this strike action. But at some point, those stockpiles are going to be depleted. And, the market is going to need to find replacement for platinum and palladium to go into the catalytic converter market. So this could be very significant in terms of increasing metal prices for both those metals.
So, Greg, last time we spoke was last May, and you thought at the time you were sitting on about 7 million ounces of platinum and gold and palladium. Has that figure since changed?
Well, we haven't updated our resource yet. That's going to be coming as we anticipate a significant resource update to come out later next quarter. Right now, we're looking at about 7 million ounces produced from the project based on the original preliminary economic assessment that was done in 2012, and about a 10 million ounce platinum equivalent resource, so metals, platinum, palladium plus gold, about 10 million ounces. We're expecting, based on our work, that this is going to be a pretty major development in terms of increasing the amount of measured and indicated ounces in the resource and expanding the overall resource.
Finally, Greg, let's end with your price projection for platinum.
Well, there's been recent updates by some of the leading experts that track this, the CPM Group, Johnson Matthey, and a number of the large banks. They are projecting increasing metal prices for both platinum and palladium over the next several years, kind of a couple of $100 an ounce per year. So targeting platinum perhaps as high as $2,000 or more in the next couple of years, and perhaps palladium as high as $1,000 an ounce or more. And you know, those experts are looking at all the factors, the strike actions, the grades, you know, certain mines shutting down and potential development in others. So that's a pretty bullish, you know, perspective relative to today's prices. And I think it should bode well in terms of investor interest in projects that are located in safe geopolitical locations.
All right, Greg, good speaking with you. Best of luck to you and your project. Hopefully it will be a Yukon platinum rush.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be part of that. Thank you very much for your time. It's nice to give you an update.
And thanks for watching this edition of Kitco News. Email us at newsfeedback@kitco.com. Thanks for watching.